Broadcasting live from the Moon Township Ford broadcast booth. You can register for Garage Tours 2.0 by going to pushbeavercounty.org. The Beaver County Radio live broadcast from Garage Tours 2.0 is being presented by Falcone's Moon Township Ford and is brought to you by Push Beaver County and Beaver County Radio.
You're listening to 99.3 FM, presented by St. Barnabas, in addition to 1230 WBVP Beaver Falls. Welcome to the Best of Beaver County, presented by St. Barnabas, a weekly segment dedicated to putting the focus on the amazing things and the amazing people behind them in Beaver County. The Best of Beaver County is sponsored by and content is provided by St. Barnabas. The show airs every Thursday from 11 to 11:30 on WBVP, WMBA, 99.3 FM, and Facebook Live. Now, with no further ado, let's welcome host Mike Romai to introduce today's program.
I'm not Mike Rome, I am Frank Sparks, and it is the Best of Beaver County here on this Thursday morning. And the Best of Beaver County this week is Push Beaver County, and I guess in the Beaver County Chamber all in one. We're just going to roll everybody into one here and have fun for a half hour and let you know about a lot of the good things that are going on in Beaver County. Joining us this morning is Mark Kopsak, and he's kind of hanging out from our earlier interview today from Push Beaver County, and then we've got Lance Grable from the Beaver County Chamber joining us as well this morning. So
for those that missed out on the CCBC discussion the last hour, I mean, talk about good news, Frank. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff going on up at that campus. And
I'm Patty.
And I'm telling you, and we're playing Patty and Bob now. Hold on, let's get rid of Patty and Bob. All right, we'll get back to them later.
I'm sorry, Patty.
So, yeah, there is a lot of good things going on there at CCBC, and it was amazing to talk about that all. But I don't know if you caught that Garage Tours promo, but I think Scott was making fun of Lance. What do you think? Because the car not starting?
Yeah, something like that.
I
It
agree.
always comes back to my car not being able to start.
Was it a 69 Coronet that wouldn't fire? Or,
You know what?
what?
Oh,
Something
man.
like that. So, all right. Well, if you're
those
listening to
Dodgers.
this on Sunday, obviously the Garage Tours will be over already. Mm-hmm. But on Saturday, Garage Tours is coming up this Saturday, and it's just another one of the many events that Push Beaver County is part of here in Beaver County. So, Mark, tell us a little bit how Push got its start, however many years back.
People united in shaping and helping.
Okay.
Beaver County is kind of an acronym. We got started back in 2004. There's just a group of ladies and gentlemen that got together and said, you know what, let's just help move Beaver County forward. Let's do what we can. We kind of wanted to do our own thing, so we, got our organization and set up shop, and we were very involved. We wanted to get involved with education and promoting people. Students, seniors, to really stay within Beaver County higher education in order to keep them here. We want them to really stay and be vested in Beaver County. And CCBC, who we just talked with, is a huge part of that. But the board's 15. It's all volunteer board. We do various events. You might know us from Beaver County Boom, or the Maple Syrup Festival, or Garage Tours coming up. We do all kinds of stuff, but we're, like I said, a volunteer-based board. There's 15 wonderful, incredible dynamos on that board.
He's just saying that because there's two of us in the room.
That's
right. I'm going to take it all, though. I like it.
Right,
My
exactly.
grandfather told me in my dad, you got to surround yourself with people that are smarter than you are, and that's what we've done with Push, and we've just tried to network and build relationships, and over the years it's been a fun 20-year ride.
So where did it start? Did this all start before the idea of actually teaming up with Dom Wysick and doing the fireworks? Did Push start before that?
Yeah, about 7 years before that. So we didn't even know we were going to be doing fireworks when we got started with Push. We had that was not the reason why we formed. We really wanted to dive into the education. We wanted to really help facilitate seniors staying, going to Geneva or Penn State Beaver, CCBC, those areas of higher education right here in Beaver County, in hopes that they were going to stick around, and inspiring those kids to kind of get re-involved and stay vested in Beaver County. And then it just kind of morphed into it. We saw an opportunity back in 2010 with no fireworks in Beaver County, and that was not acceptable.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, so close to the home of two of the finest, but obviously Zambelli fireworks, and having a personal relationship with the Zambelli family, it was not acceptable. So we said, hey, let's do this show and hopes of saving it, and then next thing we know, it's pulled together all these municipalities and the county, and with our wonderful local governments. And our incredible business community here in Beaver County, the sponsorships and the support that we've received over the years is truly humbling. That budget that used to be $20,000 for Beaver County Boom in 2010, just 15 short years ago, is now 6 figures and up. And
wow,
we're doing world-class shows that makes Pittsburgh jealous. So.
Well, and that's also how you got involved. While Push got involved with the Maple Syrup Festival too, was they were looking for somebody, and they came to you guys and they said, we know you guys can do this. And as I said earlier today, when you and Nate want to do something, it seems like it's go big or go home, plain and simple. Yeah. And we've done that as well with the Maple Syrup Festival now. And
I think people that know us know and know our board, we're all saying the same thing. We all jump in with both feet with pretty much everything that we do. So I don't think that's maybe could be reflective of my twin brother and myself, but it's really reflective of the entire board that we have. They're the engine. The engine is so strong. You almost just got to go with it. Got to go.
Yeah, and they're so involved with so many other things too. Like when I first met Mark and Nate, it's funny, I couldn't tell them apart at first. I kept calling the other one the other name, and they never even corrected me.
I think we've all done that.
But when they first started, I met them because I was trying to do the comprehensive plan for the county, and I wanted to involve as many people as possible. And everybody I talked to said, well, you got to get with Mark and Nate. And I went and had a discussion with them, and I kid you not, a week later, I have 140 people that are willing and asking questions, and what can we do? So it's not just the big events. There's so many little things that Mark and Nate have done over the years for this county, like pulling people together and having resources for anything that you could possibly think of. They're just always there. They're a constant in this county, and we're so lucky to have them.
Absolutely. And then, of course, on the side, they run Vintage Valley Motor Works, and we, to us, that's just a business, but that's where a lot happens and a lot goes around, and a lot of this planning all takes place.
It's a unique spot down there. We have a boardroom in a vintage moped shop. So I always joke with clients that come in. I say we get way more done at that boardroom than we do. But those little vintage mopeds bring people together as well. So we just can't stop trying to connect people.
There's been legislation that's changed in the state that happened and started there at that the moped shop.
He's dreaming about another car he wants on a trailer.
But it was with former Representative Jim Marshall. We were down there, and we were doing some broadband stuff, and he was willing to listen and go from there. And there's some legislation that got changed that right there at that shop. It's a community. Just a community space. I can't tell you how many meetings I've had there when I want to bring somebody into the county and just show them something really cool. A lot of times I'll, make a call. I'm like, do you mind if? And they're like, yes, please come in. And we have meetings there all the time. So
Lance, for those that don't know, you've been a big part of Beaver County, holding different positions, and now you're the head of the Beaver County Chamber. What makes you be part of Push's board?
That's a really good question. I tell you, when we started doing the comprehensive plan, I realized there was something special with Mark and Nate. And I went to a meeting. I was talking Beaver County, talking about some things that I wanted to do and I thought we could do with some of their help. And I'll never forget it. They were having a meeting. They were talking about their scholarships, and they were arguing a little bit about who was going to sign the bottom of the scholarship form. And I'm like, man, I didn't expect that. Like, they're arguing like who's going to sign it. And as I listened further, I realized they weren't arguing about who was going to sign it. None of them wanted to have their own name on it. Like, they didn't want to have Mark Kopsak at the bottom because he's like, I don't want to take, like, it's all of us that are doing this. And then finally they're like, let's just agree to put Push Beaver County at the bottom. And when you run into a group of people that care more about the county and care about other things more than they care about themselves, I knew right then and there for sure this is a place that I want to be. And then you just watch. I say that there are doers, there are talkers, and there are doers. Push Beaver County is filled with a bunch of doers. They just want to go and get things done, and they love this county. And I just want to surround myself around people that love this county like I do.
Absolutely. Agree 100%. What are some of the things that Push has? And I know, this was the 15th year for Beaver County Boom. Next year is going to be year number 16, but it's still going to be an even bigger year. So what are some of the things that are in the pipeline? Any secrets you want to give away or anything?
I'm going to tease this because I'm hoping, I'm kind of hoping that we can inspire. We've gotten a lot of municipalities involved in building Beaver County Boom into the world-class show that we see. But we'd like to get them all for 250th. For our 250th United States celebration, we really want to get them all involved. And then there's the caveat is that we'd like to do a multiple site show for 250, which is unprecedented and historical and could be national news. It's a pipe dream, but Frank, you said it best. We're go big or go home.
All right.
If it doesn't happen, we're still going to have we're still going to have our massive show that Push puts on.
So what would be the idea to kind of have the exact same show or different shows, like one going on maybe where it normally is the confluence for the Beaver, and then one down the other end of the county or something? Or
the goal would be to have the main show where it always is,
okay,
and then have satellite shows going off, choreographed to scale with what's going on at the main show all over the county, so that everybody, whether you can,
that's cool.
Whether you can. And I just picture seeing it from 50,000 feet and all these shows going off at the same time and music going and Beaver County just going, wow, this is unprecedented world class.
We're all pyromaniacs. Just come on, just admit to it.
We want to blow it up. Yeah.
We want to make it look like it's daylight out. And, what date is next year's Boom?
So that hasn't been set yet.
Okay.
Typically, it's the Saturday before the 4th of July. And that helps the wonderful people at Zambelli give us everything that they can without the kind of the distraction of all these 900 shows going off on the 4th. So we get so much. I get asked that question all the time, like, why don't you do it on the 4th of July? Well, it's twice the price. We're getting 2.5 times the show, just by moving it back a few days. And I think the people of Beaver County deserve the best. So it's best value for the dollar, and we're, as being good stewards with other people's money, we want to showcase that. So
I like the fact that it's the weekend before, because then I get to enjoy fireworks, have a good time, and then I get to go be my own pyromaniac in my backyard on the 4th of July.
Yes, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you on that.
Right. So it's always a good thing. So what are some of the other things that is in the pipe? I know we got Stuff a Bus coming up a little bit later on this year, right?
Yeah, we got the Toys for Tots drive that's coming up in December. We support the Polar Plunge, which we're heavy into that, and if you haven't jumped into that river to support the Special Olympics, you think about it.
Never going to happen. I'm not jumping in a cold river. Sorry. I'll support anything, but not jumping in a cold river.
I always preface it by saying I did it 3 years, and I'm retired now. But we support that. We have our golf invitational every year, which is like a family reunion with our wonderful supporters, our sponsors. We just have a family of sponsors that are so generous and gracious with us that it just makes the engine of Push. It just inspires us to just keep doing more and more and more. So we're again blessed, and that's a reflection on where we live. Beaver County is special, a very, very special place to live and play and grow. We're just trying to give back and make it even better.
All right, we're visiting this morning with Mark Kopsak and with Lance Grable from Push Beaver County, and they are this week's Best Beaver County. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hey, Sarah, how are you?
I'm really stressed out and I feel so overwhelmed. My daughter is getting married and then I'm taking care of my mom. I could really use a break.
You should call St. Barnabas Beaver Meadows. They have a really good respite program that can give you the break that you need.
Really? Tell me more.
When I was feeling overwhelmed taking care of my dad, I used St. Barnabas Beaver Meadows respite services. I was able to take him there for up to 30 days so that I could get the break that I needed. They were able to meet all of his needs, and he had so much fun that it was like a vacation for him too.
That sounds just like what I need. How do I get a hold of Beaver Meadows?
Just call 724-495-1600 and ask about their respite services. You can also go online to stbarnabashealthsystem.com.
We're back here on the Best of Beaver County. Frank Sparks, along with Mark Kopsak. See, I almost did it now.
Happens all the time.
I was thinking Nate in my mind, but yeah, I started out that way too, Lance, and but it's easy to tell the difference now since we hang out with them all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's shift a little bit, Lance. Let's talk a little bit about, because it's all part of the team here. Talk about, you are now the president of the Beaver County Chamber as well.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about the Chamber and some of the things the Chamber has.
Well, thanks. It is a great partnership. First off, with what we can do with Push and what Push allows us to do. We have such a great partnership because there's so many good events that go on. So it really enables us, the Chamber, as a group, to be able to, those that want our year-long partners, to be able to have their name, even at some of these other events where there's 50,000 people coming in for Boom or whatever it may be. And honestly, I want to make sure I bring this up too. Like, our relationship here with Beaver County Radio has been spectacular, and I think it's really important to put that out there. And I've talked with a few small businesses in the area, and I always encourage them, and I want to do that now, encourage them to get some ad space here on Beaver County Radio. I know some of these people that have their businesses and they've done some ad space here and realize how much it's helped them. So, like, you guys are such a great resource for this county as well.
Oh, we appreciate that.
And we appreciate that, the Chamber. And anytime we come and ask for anything or try to work with you guys, it's the easiest thing in the world to do. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate Beaver County Radio and everything you guys
Absolutely.
do.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
So we have a couple things going on. We have Chamber Appreciation Day that we're working on. It's held in coordination with the awesome garage tours that's going on. So from noon till 6, basically, anybody that's a member can come up. If you're not a member and you think you might want to be a member, you can come up and we can we can find a way to get you to become a member and waive a fee, a $25 fee. But it's really about coming up, having a good time. We care about our members. We want them to have the opportunity to come up and see some of the things that are going on
Up at Pit
that
Race.
Pit Race, which is just an unbelievable place. We also have a speaker series that it's new. We started this year, looking for some sponsors and looking for folks to buy tickets. There's 4 different sessions. The first is on economic development. Chuck Betters is going to be talking. Like, anybody that's ever heard him talk, man, you just don't want to miss that. And Lou Vellotti from CED will be there, and Patty Horvatich. Second one is on keeping the lights on, some energy and that sort of stuff. It's talking about the grid. We'll have some local people on there as well. It's about the airport. The airport has its own grid, so even if stuff shut down, the airport was still going to be able to run. So really interesting stuff there. The third one is on healthcare. Norm Mitri from Heritage Valley is going to come in and talk a little bit about what does it look like, what does healthcare look like right now in Beaver County, and kind of what's it going to look like in the future with some AI stuff that's happening. And then the last session will be we're going to talk about where Beaver County's place is in the 250th anniversary of this country. So we got some we got somebody from the Heinz History Center to be able to come in. Andy Masick is going to come in, and he's going to be like the keynote, and Mark Miner and Brenda Applegate from locally here to come in and talk about some of the stuff. So we've been excited about that, and this is a real good time too. We also have our Business of the Year awards, and we have a bunch of different people that won a lot of different awards for us this year. But our Citizen of the Year, it's typically a Citizen of the Year, and I gotta be honest with you, this has been a tough one. Matt Dawson won it one year, and I never heard it. Like, all he did is introduced himself as, "Hi, I'm Matt Dawson, Citizen of the Year."
Right.
So I tried to change that up. We gave it to DJ Fry, and I think he has a sign out in his yard that says, "Hi, I'm DJ Fry, Citizen of the Year."
Right.
And so we're trying to change it up again this year, but we have Citizens of the Year because Mark and Nate Kobsak are our Citizens of the Year this year. So
It's a great pick.
It is a great pick.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, all three of those are great picks. And
I thought so much of the Beaver County Chamber of Commerce until right now. I tell you what.
As he's sitting underneath a DJ Fry transportation sign.
That's it.
yeah.
And I got to up my game. If DJs listen, I really got to up my game to follow those shoes. I mean,
That's on what, November the 5th?
It is November
Okay.
5th. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're really looking forward. It's out at Shakespeare's. Same thing, tickets on sale, sponsorships, that sort of thing.
Tickets still available then?
They are still
How can I
available.
get
I'll
'em?
be honest with you, but not for long.
Okay.
Those tickets are flying. You take a look at some of the cast. Brian Wright is going to be our Entrepreneur of the Year. Inspired Hearts and Hands as our Nonprofit of the Year. You just take a look at some of such a high quality and caliber of people that are winning these awards. Vistra is our Large Business of the Year. So as soon as people start to hear that, like, they're coming in quick to start buying tickets because they want to be a part of just being around these folks.
We never understood it. I think it was the year after COVID or something. We were the big business of the year, but I guess we were about the only, because there wasn't a lot of businesses that were really up and running at that point because of
there
COVID.
weren't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you guys
which is
are
pretty
big
cool.
business to me, I tell you that.
Well, we appreciate that. Maybe we'll let you drive the van on Saturday since you can't drive your car.
oh,
How's that sound?
that thing
and
80
the
down
referee
street.
takes a point away.
You guys are never winning anything.
We are visiting with Lance Grable and Mark Kobsak this morning. It's the best Beaver County here on Beaver County Radio. So what's your impression of Beaver County in a nutshell? I mean, because you guys have done a lot to take it from one place to another. So me as an outsider walking into Beaver County right now, what is your impression that you want to give me as I walk in the door?
I think the growing up in South Central Pennsylvania and then moving out here in the late '80s, early '90s, the real reason why Beaver County is special is not just the wonderful rivers and the river towns and all the beautiful glory that we have along these the river towns and the land. It's the people here that are that make the difference. And I think it's kind of hard to, I think if you grow up here, you're so used to the quality of people being so high that you kind of take it for granted. But if you've moved here from somewhere else, it's kind of a kept secret, but I think the secret's out. I mean, this is a special place to live and do business, raise kids, hang your shingle and go to work. It's just an amazing place.
Frank, I tell people a lot. I was just at a conference and they asked like a similar question, and I say this a lot. I think like if my wife and I decided we wanted to go out to dinner, and we lived here and we decided we were going to go into Pittsburgh, we'd have a great meal. We'd have it'd be at a great restaurant, whatever. We'd have a great time. We'd come home, we'd talk about it. If we were the same family, but we lived in Pittsburgh and we came into Beaver County, we would come in, we would have a great meal for sure. We'd maybe listen to some music, do whatever, but have a great time. But we would leave that night with 3 or 4 friends.
Yeah.
Because that's what Beaver County does. You come in, and next thing you know, you're sitting there and you're having a conversation with somebody, and you leave, and we would keep coming back. And I really feel like that's the difference. It's the people.
So I want to ask you both about a op-ed that Commissioner Jack Manning did. Okay, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. So the op-ed talked about a lot of naysayers say that since the Shellcracker plant has come into Beaver County, that promises weren't kept. And Jack Manning says, I don't know about that because, economically, here's where we are. We have all these, some of them are smaller businesses, but we have Mitsubishi that's, invested. Stotzel Glass come in and bought Phoenix Glass, and we have so many different companies invested. Plus, you have all these, the sheets going out in Chippewa. Then you have, as small as it is, a Dunkin' Donuts in New Brighton. You have the revitalization of a lot of different areas here. Brewster's Ice Cream opening a whole new, larger stand. Those types of things. What do you guys think? And I'll let you start first, Lance. What's your thought? Is Jack correct, or do you think Shell didn't keep up their end of the deal?
No, I echo. I read that op-ed, and I echo what Commissioner Manning said. I mean, I think he couldn't have been more spot on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the same thing. You got to take a look at if, during COVID, it was tough. Everybody had it tough. We were fortunate enough that we had 10,000 workers coming through here at the time to help keep some of these businesses going. And so I think that's really important. They're philanthropic. The amount of even just funding that they've given out philanthropically to different organizations and to help out has been spectacular. But, there's another, it's not always just the business that's related to the petrochemical facility. Like, for instance, when the Planning Commission way back decided to change Route 60 to Interstate 376, that put Beaver County into a different position because somebody's looking at an interstate and not a route. And developers, that's a big thing. And that attracted people here. Being able to have taken a large multi-billion-dollar company and put them in Beaver County, we have the ability to do that. We have the workers here, all that stuff. Being able to complete that sort of thing and be able to help with that puts Beaver County on a map as somebody to all different manufacturer, all different industry, like, hey, if we want to get something large done, we can certainly do it there because they're able to do it with the petrochemical facility. So I think they help put us even more on the map, similar to what changing Route 60 to Interstate 376 did.
Makes sense. What about you, Mark?
I'm in the same boat. I did not happen to read that op-ed, but I just know that we have an extraordinarily talented group of commissioners and local government, county government, and with working with Shell in some of the projects that we worked with, they are absolutely fantastic. So, I think a lot of the stuff that people don't see and what Lance touched upon is their investment in our community, that they're not out there bragging about it. They're reinvesting in their community. So you can always Monday morning quarterback these kinds of things, but I think I think it's wasted energy.
Right.
So
okay. All right. Well, guys, I appreciate you coming in today and hanging out with me for a half hour. If somebody would like to learn more about Push, how can they do that, Mark?
www.pushbeavercounty.org. Love to have you there.
And what about the chamber, Lance?
Yeah, just stop in. We're right on. We're 1003rd Street. Stop in. Come in anytime. I'd love to talk to anybody that wants to come in and have a conversation.
All right. What's it cost to be a member a year?
It depends upon the type of how many employees you have.
Okay.
If you're around 10 employees or that sort of thing, it's like $300 an entire year.
That's not bad.
No, and we have some year-long partners. They're different levels. We have Rivers, Bridges, and Legacies. Rivers is a year-long partnership that starts at $5,000, and the next one up is $10,000, then 15 plus. Helping get tickets to things and really putting your name out there as much as we possibly can. So we have all kinds of different options, just as a general membership or a year-long.
It's an excellent opportunity for networking as well, a lot of the events you have.
I appreciate that. Thanks. You know what, when I came on, we really tried to change it to make it more and more about networking. I always say it's about relationships and opportunities, and we're just trying to, as much as we can, help people build relationships. And I know through Push that when you build those relationships, more opportunities come your way.
Absolutely. I always say this, and I've learned it more hanging out with you guys. It seems like the more, and this hits home with the Beaver County thing, the more with Beaver County that people kind of talk to each other, the more it just kind of goes in a real big circle. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that's and it all reverts back to, hey, yeah, I know him too.
One big family.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. So,
Yeah, we've been our own Facebook for a long time. Like I know people are like, put on Facebook, hey, I need a carpenter.
Right.
And like they put it on Facebook and they have all these, like Been
doing it for years.
I just ask, right? I just ask the people that I talk to every day because they're all so well connected.
perfect. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you coming
Thanks
in.
for having us.
Thank you.
All
man.
right.
Appreciate it.
Coming up next, I don't know where Noah's at, but he's supposed to do news.
Thank you for listening to the Best of Beaver County. St. Barnabas is pleased to have provided content and sponsorship for the program.